Hey guys, welcome back. I'm going to show you another way to kind of fill in your font. So when you use a non-specific writing font, you get the outline. So you get, instead of it looking like someone just wrote it with a pen, it looks like someone outlined it with a pen. And a lot of people always want to know how to fill it in. I do have a previous video on how to use the negative offset feature to get that filled in, but I'm going to show you another way. This is a bit more fun. So I, in a previous video, made a card for my mother-in-law for her birthday that's coming up soon. So let's make an envelope for her. I've picked my font, Defina Seychelles, if I am saying that correctly. I'm going to type that in there. We'll type in Mom. I'm going to weld that because I don't want the weird pen lines. Let me go back and I will show you what I mean. So it's not welded right now. And if I go to pen, no, it's still welded. I will just do another one so I can show you. So switch from basic cut to pen, and you can see, let me zoom in. See how the M and the O, they're overlapping the next letter? That's what you're going to get until you weld it, and then you can see on this one when it comes back into the screen that's no longer there and they're attached and it looks proper. But now we've only got the outline of our pen, but we want to fill that in. So I've got this template to the side. It is my envelope. So we'll size this up. Okay, so I like that size. I'm going to duplicate it. I'm going to try two different patterns. So I'm going to make two for each kind of fill in font. So I'm going to pop into images. I've already done a search. I'm going to just look for some pretty flowers here. And we're going to change our flowers. So I picked that purple one there in the corner because it seems nice and full. And then I'm going to pick this one here because I believe they'll both work to some extent. So you might have to play around with this. If you look on the side on my layers panel, I do have these two here that I'm showing you. I've already got them set up, but I haven't done anything further with them. So just making some room here. So I'm placing my Mum in pen over. I'm going to make these flowers a little smaller. I'm going to switch the flowers from basic cut to pen. Highlight both of them and click slice. Give it a second to do its thing. I'm going to get rid of the background layer. I don't need it. Now I've got 3 layers, and you see they look a little wonky. So you don't have the outline. So that's why I made a second outline. So then I can line them up and see how they look. So that one's not too bad. Let's try another one here. There, I like that one. It's probably not perfectly centered. So let's highlight both and center and see. Yeah, see, it's a little wonky there. So you'll have to most likely do it yourself. So we'll get that recentered. I'm going to attach them because I want them printed one over the other. Let's get rid of those two there. And then we'll go back to this one, and I'm going to make the inside. We'll do a... No, I want just a regular extra fine point pen on this one. So let's do teal on the inside. And then the outside pen, let's just make sure what that is. It is black fine point 0.4. So there's one done. Now this one, it's a little big. So let's make this a lot smaller. I'm gonna go really small here. I'm gonna zoom in. I'm gonna duplicate. Line those up best I can. Align top. I'm actually going to weld them. I'm going to duplicate again. Now I should have enough height. That looks good. I'm going to align to the left. And I'm going to weld. Give it a second. So I'm just kind of doing a repeating pattern here. Duplicating one more time. We will align top. And we will weld. There we go. So it is all done. Give my computer a second to catch up here. I'm probably going too fast for it. There we go. So now I'm going to switch it to pen. Get my mum text over it. And remember, I still have one more up there. So I'm going to slice. The computer's working hard in the background. So I'm going to separate these, and then I'm going to pick the one I think looks the best. And we'll line it up. So there's a few little pieces that have they're not going to quite fit, and I think that's going to be fine. There we go. So let's get rid of these two here. These ones I'm going to attach. And I'm going to do these ones both the same color. So I'm going to switch it to one of my glitter pens, and we'll do Peacock. Just to see if it looks better with a black outline, like this one here, or if it works best there. But when you click Make It, it will put both the writing section on one, and then it's putting my envelope on the other. Quick tip for you, because it's my template, I'm moving it over to this one, where I'm going to put my envelopes on my Cricut. I can't think of the word. Oh, my Cricut mat. So I'll line up Mum there. And then my other one is just down a bit further. So I'm going to put that up a bit more. And then you just highlight your template and hide selected. And then get your Cricut to write it all out. So I'm going to get that done, and we'll see how it turned out. So my Cricut is all done. You'll see that I taped down the envelopes, and you don't need to do that. I did tape them down with washi tape because the stickiness is pretty much gone off this mat, and my other blue mat right now is pretty new, and envelopes pretty thin paper, so I didn't want to, accidentally tear the envelopes. So that's a little tip for you. If your mat's not as sticky, you can use tape. You can use soft painter's tape. So I've got that. I'll use that quite a bit It's the color I have. It came in purple, but it's just not quite as sticky as like your typical green painter's tape. So I find it's pretty good, but the green's not saying there's anything wrong with it. Okay, so we'll get these guys off the mat. Let me get my mat out of the way. Yeah, I find with the blue mats, they go from working pretty good to pretty unsticky. So let's zoom in here so you can see both. So this one is my black 0.4, and I went with teal 0.4. So I think that actually looks really pretty. The flowers, zooming in a bit more, really, you can see that they're in there. So I really like that. And then the other one, I used the glitter pen, and this probably would have been better with 0.4, but it's definitely filled in. You can still see some of the white, obviously, but I think it worked actually pretty good. So I'm not sure which one I'll put the card in. I'm leaning towards this one. I think it just looks a bit more nice, and I ended up making it a bit bigger versus this one. I just wanted to see if, with it being a bit smaller, how filled in it would actually look. So thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. I truly appreciate it, and I appreciate you. Until next time.